It's fair to say that despite the fact that India lost an ODI series to New Zealand, an historic, unwanted first for them since New Zealand had never actually won a bilateral ODI series in India before, the one player who has emerged with plenty of credit in the bank is ironically one of the players around whom questions have swirled, not from fans, but from the BCCI top brass and potentially team management, Virat Kohli. Whilst Kohli's form was questioned prior to India playing a few ODI series, most notably against Australia, it's fair to say that he's quelled any doubts over his ability in the 50-over format. However, that has not stopped some criticism coming his way, with Sanjay Manjrekar notably saying that Kohli should have perhaps gutted it out more in Test cricket, and he chose instead to play ODI cricket, which according to Manjrekar is the easiest of all formats. However, that easy jibe hasn't gone down well with not just a lot of Kohli fans, but also more importantly, Kohli's brother Vikas, who has once again taken to social media to hit out at Manjrekar after Virat's admittedly very good showings during the New Zealand ODI series. It all started after the first ODI of the series, where of course you'd remember that Virat ended up playing a very crucial knock that ensured that India got what was at that point in time and still remains their only win of the series. This is what he had to say back then. First he said, "That's such an easy format, isn't it? Someone gave his gyan few days back, but it's easier said than done." Clearly, we know that he's referencing Manjrekar in this case when he's talking about someone, quote unquote, giving their gyan. And it only became worse, sadly, after the third ODI of the series, which is, of course, the match which India lost and then also lost the series, but which also saw Kohli get another crucial knock. This is what he had to say thereafter. He said, "I wonder if Mr. Expert of Cricket has some suggestions for the easiest form of cricket. You need to be there to do that. Anyways, as I said, easier said than done." Now, again, I understand the first part of the line where he's talking about, I wonder if he has any suggestions for the easiest form of cricket, because if it was indeed the easiest form of cricket, as Manjrekar claimed, then perhaps none of India's other batters would have struggled to the extent that they ended up struggling in the series. Particularly, of course, in the decider, where aside from Virat, no one really stood up. The only other pure batters who actually came to the party, there was Nitish Kumar Reddy, who got a 50, and there was Harshit Rana, who got a 50. But beyond that, none of India's so-called bigwigs in cricket, I'm talking about Shreyas Iyer, Shubman Gill, KL Rahul, even Rohit Sharma, by the way, none of them were able to step up and actually stem the tide and ensure that India didn't slump to a series loss. So I can understand where Vikas Kohli's frustrations come from, although at this point in time, it seems like he's using his Threads account pretty much solely to take aim at anyone who's criticizing Virat. Optics of that admittedly aren't great, but I mean, he's an individual who's allowed to post and talk about whatever it is that he wants to. You can let us know in the comments below if you agree or disagree with his thoughts. And don't forget, as always, to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon, follow us also on social media. We're on Instagram, X, and Facebook, and stay tuned for more such updates from the world of sport.